Dear Madam, our guest of honor, the Honorable Prime Minister, the Minister of Public Service, the invited guests in your respective dignitaries, the exhibitors, protocol observed. Before you is the police martial arts team made up of the taekwondo, judo, karate, boxing teams. They are here to exhibit the power of their bodies as they enforce the laws of Uganda. These children identified in the marginalized communities around the country, they are brought together, their talents are nurtured, and they are groomed into gold medalists, whom we have been seeing winning medals for this country. So team, salute! Chue! Show. Karate team. Honorable Prime Minister, we're starting with the karate team, which is going to exhibit a kata of Goju Shihoshu. It's formed up of 54 steps, and they will also show us how it is applied. The kata is a pattern which is formed up of prearranged steps, the basic steps of the stances, the movements, the blocks, the kicks, and the strikes. So they're going to show us the kata, and then they show us how it is applied, the bunkat. Karate team, get on the stage. Honorable Prime Minister, the participants you are seeing are the ones whom we have been training now and again. Other teams have not come, like the team which is based in CP region, which is in Kapchora, where the Cheptegeis, the Chemtai Perus, the Victor Chiplangat, the Maslin Chelengat are based. That's where they train from the high altitude area, so that their bodies can get used to the outside environment as they go to represent this country. So there they're showing us the basic movements of the legs and the hands, both in kicks, strikes, and stances. They show us the different techniques of the elbow strike, the chops, the hand strike, the kicks, which they can be used in case they are attacked by an enemy in their day-to-day duties as they enforce the laws of this country. Then after that we shall have our children, the children of the police officers who train from the Police Children's School of Nsambia, which is just next to CID headquarters. We have also tried to train them. When we are grooming these talents, we always start training them when they're still young, so that by the time they grow, reaching to the age of 15, 16, they can be in position to represent this country in the Junior Olympics and then the World Championships when time comes. Karate team, wind up so that we can have the children. Now they're showing us the application of the pattern. They use these techniques to defend themselves, and the same techniques we have used them to train the marginalized communities, majorly the girl child in the ghettos, to empower them to be in a position to defend themselves in case they are attacked by the long elements in those communities, wherever they stay. Thank you, Karate team. Now let us have the police children come and exhibit your item. Thank you. That was the karate team. Sensei Noel, yeah, let the children come on stage. These are children of police officers who study in the different police children's schools around the country, but the ones who are seeing on stage, they are studying from police children's school in Zambia. They have been trained and they have participated in different competitions. What they have just exhibited are the basic falling techniques, which we train them so that their bodies can get used to the real combat in case that time comes when they're supposed to engage in the different competitions we have. We teach them how to fall on the sides, at the back, at the front, and also rolling. These are basics. Without them, then you cannot compete in the Olympic sport of judo effectively. So when we take them through these basics, their bodies get prepared. We train them mentally and physically, spiritually also, so that they can be in the right mood to compete. So all those techniques are involved in the competitions, because when it reaches to competition, you have to gauge your techniques and your opponent. The one who is superior takes it all, and thus he becomes the winner. So these are basics which take them through so that they can learn. Senior team, judo, get ready for your item, which you have for us. Then we have the taekwondo team. Judo team, senior team, come on stage. This senior team of judo has been positioned to represent this country in different competitions around the world and have won medals for this country. So wherever they go, they advertise our country and thus enhancing sports tourism. So that's how we make it in the real fights. So when your back goes on the ground and you don't be in position to lift yourself for some seconds, then the person who has put you down takes the game. They're not supposed to grab the body, but they're supposed to grab the sleeves and the collar of the competition uniform. When you grab the body, that is an offense, and you're penalized because of that. Taekwondo team. Our guest of honor, Madam Honorable Prime Minister. This Taekwondo team is a national champion for the last 3 years, and it has just won the East African Police Chiefs Cooperation Organization Games, which were held in Ethiopia, in the city of Addis Ababa. And we had some of the competitors also represent this country in the All Africa Games and the Islamic Solidarity Games, which were held in Turkey. So the team is also the champion of the National Uganda Open Taekwondo Championship, the Interforces Games, which were held and hosted by police at police training school Kabarye. So what they've showed us are the basics which are involved when we are nurturing them into capable champions when they're competing as they represent the country. So that's a combination of the basics which they train when they start. So that level is the second level. After learning the basics, they try to combine it into a sequence so that they can get used to fighting different opponents who can attack them from the different directions as they enforce the laws in case they face the wrong elements. This martial arts team has been also trained as instructors who are training police officers in physical fitness, and they also train the marginalized communities, majorly the female. So we have now the female self-defense, where we have the ladies being attacked and they show their capabilities to defend themselves. That's defense against the knife and defense against empty hands. So when we train them into the different defensive techniques of throws, close combat, strikes, and also they have to know how to guard themselves when need comes. Now we have two female police officers, the African champion, Corporal Among Rebecca, who just won her fight in South Africa recently. And then we have the Australian champion, that's Pisita Kazazbeda, showing how the techniques which she's trained into can help her in the enforcement of these laws of this country. So these techniques, we also utilize them when we are effecting arrests by neutralizing the opponents and taking them to book. So the lady, the female corporal who is on stage, she is a fighter of mixed martial arts, and she has won different titles and medals for our country. She has just come back from Rwanda, where she participated into the Genocide Memorial Tournament, where she won a medal on final. So the last item, yes. In our last item, we are going to see the specialized techniques of the legs, which are being used by these police officers, kicking different targets consecutively in a special way. That is what we call a spinning kick. Yeah, that is PC or cross cranima. a gold medalist from the recently concluded East African Police Chiefs Games. Let us have the last item showing the power of the hand. Oh. Please minimize. Let that be the last. So here they are going to show us how they can still utilize the power of the legs to kick the different targets while in motion before stepping on the ground. Yes. Again. They break the ties.
We thank you, Uganda Police Force. Thank you for the entertainment. May I...
Our guest of honor, Madam, that is the last item for the items we prepared to exhibit on this memorable exhibition day as we celebrate the African Public Service Day celebrations 2025. And now they are going to break the different tiles. These files have been put together. Others are 4, others are 3. So they're showing you the power of